Long before the name Indonesia was written on maps, the lands that make up this vast archipelago were already alive with story, spirit, and strength. Scattered across the equator like a string of emeralds, these islands were home to ancient peoples who built powerful kingdoms, sailed treacherous seas, and traded with distant lands. In Sumatra, the mighty Srivijaya Empire rose as early as the 7th century, commanding the waters of Southeast Asia and spreading Buddhism across the region. On the island of Java, the Majapahit Empire would later shine as a golden age of art, literature, and political unity, its influence stretching over much of the archipelago. The stone temples of Borobudur and Prambanan, rising from misty forests, still stand as silent witnesses to these civilizations, testaments to the spiritual and cultural depth of a people who lived in harmony with the earth, the sea, and the stars. But the world outside was changing, and soon the winds of conquest blew in from distant shores. European ships began to arrive, drawn by the lure of spices, cloves, nutmeg, and pepper, treasures so rare that wars were fought for them. The Portuguese came first, followed by the Dutch, who would stay for over 300 years. Under Dutch colonial rule, Indonesia's rich lands and resilient people were exploited for foreign profit. The people labored, their freedom taken, their voices silenced. Yet even in the darkness of oppression, the spirit of resistance was never extinguished. It lived quietly in the songs of farmers, in the secret meetings of students, in the poems of exiles. It waited for its time. In the early 20th century, that spirit rose like a tide. The dream of independence began to take shape in the hearts of ordinary people and young leaders alike. Among them was Sukarno, a fiery orator who dared to imagine a united Indonesia, not just a collection of islands, but one nation, one soul. Through struggle, sacrifice, and unbreakable will, the people stood up. On August 17, 1945, just days after the end of World War II, Sukarno and Muhammad Hatta declared Indonesia's independence. It was a declaration made not with armies, but with courage. The Dutch refused to let go, and a bitter fight followed. But after 4 more years of bloodshed and resistance, Indonesia's freedom was finally recognized in 1949. Independence was only the beginning. The country faced challenges as vast as its geography: poverty, political conflict, natural disasters, and deep cultural diversity. But through every hardship, Indonesia held fast to its identity. A land of over 17,000 islands in more than 700 languages, it chose unity without forcing sameness. It became the world's 4th most populous nation, the largest Muslim-majority country, and a proud democracy. From the jungles of Kalimantan to the beaches of Bali, from the volcanoes of Java to the forests of Papua, the spirit of Indonesia pulses with life, resilience, and beauty. Its national motto, Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, unity in diversity, remains more than a slogan. It is a lived truth. Indonesia is not just a country born from the fire of volcanoes and revolution. It is a story still being written, a voice that rose from silence, a people who turned struggle into strength. And through every wave that touches its shores, it whispers to the world, "We have endured, we are united, and we are still rising."